This is episode 16 of the Online Playmakers sessions with one of the most passionate online entrepreneurs you'll meet, Vitaly On Fire Dubinin.
Welcome to the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is the place for the latest What's Working Now strategies from the best online playmakers, the top marketers, the rising stars who are making it happen right now. Every week, you'll get real, actionable lessons that you can take and apply immediately in your business, delivered in short 20-minute sessions. Our focus is your results. Here's your host, entrepreneur, world-class trainer, and marketing strategist, Norbert Orlewicz.
Hello, online playmakers. If this is your first time tuning into the Playmaker sessions, thank you for choosing us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, and if you prefer video, our YouTube channel at onlineprofitplaybook.tv. As with all of our episodes, we have all the show notes, transcripts, and actionable tips over on the blog. Just head over to www.onlineprofitplaybook.com. You'll also be able to get access to my complimentary 5-video tutorial series on building the proper foundation for your online business, as well as several other free trainings, including my Instant Income Multiplier tutorial. And if you're ready to multiply your results fast, check out the premium membership of our Online Profit Playbook, where our guests open up their closely guarded playbooks and walk you step by step through the exact marketing funnels and sales process they use to build their audience, grow their influence, and make sales. Get the coveted Online Profit Playbook today. Just head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers. Vitaly Dubinin is a passionate home business entrepreneur, online marketing mentor, network marketing leader, speaker, and dad living in Israel with his wife and 2 kids, inspiring people to leverage the internet to win their freedom in life. Being a broke student and struggling for many years to provide for his family, working at various low-paying jobs, Vitaly made a life-changing decision to quit university and his jobs and focus all his energy on growing a profitable online business, embracing attraction marketing principles. Starting from nothing in 2014 with no money and any experience online, Vitaly spent thousands of hours seeking out the knowledge and wisdom of the best online entrepreneurs in the industry and quickly applying what he learned. Today, Vitaly is recognized as one of the top producers in the industry, winning top places in big affiliate contests, traveling the world 6 to 8 times a year, speaking on stages, inspiring thousands of people to live a freedompreneur lifestyle and actually see their kids grow up. This week's online playmaker, Vitaly Dubinin. All right, welcome back, everyone. This is episode 16 of the Online Playmaker Sessions, and today I'm really excited for this interview. We've got my good friend all the way out from Israel, Vitaly Dubinin. Vitaly, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing awesome, Norbert. Thank you for having me here in the Online Profit Playbook, because it's truly something that I see that is needed in the marketplace. It's truly inspirational what you put out there. It's brilliant, and I'm just so blessed and honored to be part of this project. So thank you for having me here.
Awesome. Well, I got to tell you that when I came up with the idea of this project, you were actually one of the first people that came into my mind as like, I got to feature him and I got to feature his business for sure on this project, just so you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, well, because you were really an inspiration because of your story and because of what you did in your business. You know, I really saw the turnaround in your business, and I saw the big action that you took, and you know what you've now accomplished over the last, I guess it's been about 1.5 years now. Has been incredible, and it's such a testament to what works, what really works in the marketplace. You know, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You went out there, you took action, and the results followed. And so you're a perfect example of the online playmakers, people that are taking action and making it happen in the marketplace. And I want more people to hear your story and, you know, to see that it's possible no matter what your circumstances and where you might be in the world. So let's jump right into it. I'm really excited for you to share your experience and your story with everybody. So let's take us back a little bit, because right now you're getting some great results. You're doing some amazing things in your business. You've built up an awesome following. You've developed into an incredible leader. But I know that it wasn't always like that. So let's go back a couple of years here. Just give us a hint of sort of your beginnings in the online space, in the network marketing industry, and especially in the online marketing space. What was the beginnings like? What motivated you to get started online, and what was it like getting started?
Yeah, absolutely. I started from nothing, and English is even not my first language. And frankly, I've been marketing on the internet since March 2014, but I first got introduced into the world of internet and network marketing 8 years ago, and specifically on the internet with your video. I saw your video, Norbert, and I saw, wow, it's possible. People are doing it on the internet, and I got inspired, and I started learning how to do that. And back then, my mindset was not nearly close. I was just getting started. My English was terrible. So I tried to do a couple of videos. I went for like 8 months trying blogging and videos, and it didn't work out. So and I got married. My first child was born. Daughter was born. So I got all of this stuff happening in my life, and the business was not working. And my mom was telling me, hey, you need to go back to school. You need to get a degree. You need to, because all of our families are engineers, Oh. So that's kind of the past that from the childhood I was programmed to. And I did get a good grades, and I was like an introverted guy in school. So all of this stuff, it was a huge outside of my comfort zone to do it back then 8 years ago. So, but I kept like learning and studying mindset, personal development, all of that. I get this spark, I get this dream, I get this bug of entrepreneur. Someday I'm going to make it happen. Someday I'm going to get rich on the internet. And everybody was laughing at me, of course, all of my friends, all of my family, yeah, whatever, right? So I went back to university and started studying the degree in finance and management, and something I was not really passionate about, but it's just kind of like I got sidetracked and quit the home business industry for a good 5 years and never touched it. I failed in like 4 MLM companies, and I failed on the internet, so I just quit the industry. And the next 5 years, a lot of low paying, soul crushing, boring jobs, working at $6 per hour, being a bank teller and counting money, other people's money, not my money, but it was boring, like looking at the clock, and I was like driving the bus and listening to Tony Robbins, like, man, it's not really my life, going to local supermarkets and talking to strangers, signing up to Visa cards, or tutoring English, math, different kind of jobs that I was doing over the years and studying the university. And one day I just got so sick and tired of this. I got pissed with myself, and I was like, you know what, enough is enough. Something gotta change. I'm broke. I have 2 kids, 6-year-old daughter, now 3-year-old. Back then it was like 4 years and 2 years. Have a family. I'm broke. I'm not really doing what I'm passionate about. I'm not fulfilling my dreams. I see other people doing amazing things. I want to do something, and but I didn't know what I was going to do. Right? I went to Brent Burchard's Experts Academy back in 2013, and I met all of those people, 800 people in the room. Like everybody's like experts and doing stuff. Or like, what am I an expert on? Like I have no clue, But it got me to a point. I started attending local seminars, learning about internet marketing in Israel, and then I went back on the internet, and I remembered, hey, 5 years ago, I was doing that. So somehow I started searching, make money online, testing different ideas, starting my online business. And then I get introduced back into this attraction marketing system. And I remember, hey, I have been there before 5 years ago. So it's like, wow. Where were I during this time, So I got started again, but this time I got serious. I remember this vividly this morning, I was sitting, I was staring at my textbooks. I called my mom and I said, you know what, I'm going to quit the university. It was like 2 courses before the graduation, everything, like all the time, all the money spent. I just said, you know what, I'm not going to finish that. I just quit. right on the spot in the middle of the semester, in the middle of the course. And I said, I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to touch the textbook again. It just made a decision right on the spot. And she was mad. She was furious. Like, what the heck, what you're doing? And I said, you know what? I got to focus 100% on making it work. I cannot just get distracted. I got to focus on building my online business and do whatever it takes to make it happen, So that was a major decision on my part, that I just cut off any other possibilities of failure. I burned the bridges and I said, this is my past. This is my career. I want to master that. I want to master internet marketing, network marketing, traffic, home business. I want to master that, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So this is kind of where I started.
I have to say that I just got shivers in my body when you said that, because seriously, that is a huge decision that you made. I mean, one of the riskiest decisions, a crazy decision. I think a lot of normal people would have said, "You're crazy. That is a horrible decision. That's a crazy decision. You're putting your family at risk. What are you thinking?" I can see exactly why your mom would be, so furious at making that decision. But, we listen to all this personal development and mindset and Tony Robbins, and everybody talks about burning the bridges and making the decision, and everything starts with the decision. And that is just a perfect example of the power of a decision and making bold decisions. I mean, that's a bold decision to do that. So how did it work out? What were the next steps that you took? What's the breakthrough here? I mean, you're talking about struggling for years in this industry. You've got you've got probably a lot of self-doubt, lack of confidence. You've never done anything like this before. You're telling me you're introverted. How did you create a breakthrough in your business and then start to get results? What was the breakthrough here?
And you're right. People were telling me I'm crazy, and I took on a debt. Like I can't believe that the bank loaned me like 35 grand, in debt to start my business. And I'm like, hey, I have all this money now. I can spend on myself, on hiring different people, buying courses and stuff like that. I want to grow. I was hungry, I was hungry inside to figure this stuff out, to succeed, but it wasn't like in the first couple months, I created huge success. It was not like that. I started taking action. I put together a blog. It looks really horrible. I didn't know how to do it, but I kind of figured it out. And then I started to see what people are kind of doing and trying to model after them. And creating my first funnels, kind of like with my videos and like boot camp trainings, and it was terrible. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did something. And after like 14-hour days of me sitting from the morning till the evening and just cranking it and writing blog posts and creating videos, after 2 months, I got my first $1,000 commission. So I'm like, that's interesting. It can work. It can work for me. Something happened, so that was my kind of first little tiny bit of success. But in my first 8 months, really, I didn't generate any money whatsoever, apart from, maybe $1,000 or so, $1,500 maybe in the first 8 months. And it was like every day I rented an office near my house, so that the kids will not distract me. So I was going there, and I was just from morning to the evening, and 8 months. And then the breakthrough happened when I made a decision to fly to Austin, Texas, to Live the Dream 5 event, and it was like a 30-hour flight and a lot of investment also. But I made a decision to get there because I knew I need to be there, and I saw all the people, and this is real. And I met everybody. I shook the hands. I ended up interviewing 12 people there, 12 leaders, and all of those conversations, seeing people on stage. And somebody came up and shared that he started from nothing, and he started to do his daily coaching webinars. Bert Bledsoe, and I got inspired, and I said, you know what? I need to start doing daily videos myself. And I was learning all this time, you know what? I need to become a leader. I need to provide value. I need to step more, share more of who I am, my vision, what I stand for. and just provide value in the marketplace. So I made a decision to start my daily inspirational show, and I name it Daily to keep me accountable. Like it has to be daily. If it's in the name, it has to be daily. I kind of like scratched my head right now. I want to change the name to a different name to not keep doing it forever. you know what I mean? But back then it was.
You can change it. You can change it to weekly now. Now that you've created the momentum.
Right. We're talking about. I just shot today my 330th episode.
Wow.
Right?
Okay, hold on. Let's just stop there for a second. Your 330th episode.
Yep.
Seriously, I mean, huge congratulations. And I know that was the big turning point for you, because I remember that event. I remember specifically you at that event. I remember having conversations with you. And I remember coming home from that event, and all of a sudden on my Facebook news feed, your videos started popping up.
I remember the video I shot, like get the dream and then get to work, and Norbert, like you were commenting like, man, Vitali's on fire. I'm like, yeah, I'm on fire.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So let's just recap this really, really quickly, because there's a few things that you pointed out, and I just want people to make sure that they're picking up these golden nuggets. Number one, it all started with a decision. Okay. Yep. That's number one. That's the big thing. Number two that you said was, you started to follow people and really model what you saw. And then you come to the live event. And again, the power of live events, we talk about it all the time. If you want to break through in your business, come attend a few live events this year. Pick some great events to go to. There's amazing events. We've got MLSP's got events, your company's got events, whatever. Go to an event.
Absolutely.
So you went to an event, you met some great people, and again, you were inspired by somebody. And for those of you that are listening or watching this right now, think about how many times you've been inspired by somebody online and you said, oh, that's what they do. I should do that. And now think about how many times did you actually follow through? Because most people have that moment of inspiration. Most people have that moment of clarity and insight and decision where like, that's what I need to do. I need to do this. But then they don't follow through. And the difference with you, Vitali, is you followed through. You got home from that event and you started doing your daily affirmations. So tell us what happened. What happened now? You come home, you start making these videos. What changed in your business? What happened?
I started doing daily affirmations, like you said, but also daily videos. Yeah, daily affirmations is something different, but I do it anyway. So yeah, what happened is I knew that I needed to do videos and become really good at videos, because it's a critical skill. If there's a critical skill that you need to master in your business for the long-term, to build a long-term profitable business, then you need to do whatever it takes to master that. And video is one of the big things, because you'll be doing it all the time. And I knew that, I kind of said to myself, my first 1,000 videos are going to suck, no matter what I do. So I just got okay with that. And I said, you know what, until I got there, my video number 1,000 will be perfect, I'm sure. But until I get there, I'm just going to do it. And my first videos, they were like shooting 50 times and, it was I couldn't speak, I was like, hey, my name is Vitali Dubin, and I stopped, because how I sound or whatever, I was just couldn't make it done. And, but I pushed through it. I knew that I need to act in spite of fear, right? Mm-hmm. If there is a doubt, if there's a fear, there's something that is feeling inside, there's the moment that is what should tell you that you need to do that. So I started to do those videos and really focus on really my journey, right? Like what I was learning, everything I was learning on the internet, through courses that I was buying, through training, webinars, I just wrote detailed notes about that, everything that I learned, and then I put it into my own words and created value out of that. Simple as that. And it's really like became a daily routine of mine. It's like the first thing that I do in the morning, before I do my morning ritual, like keep myself emotionally, physically, mentally strong. Then I do this. The hardest thing of all is really creating quality content and creating quality video. So I started doing it daily in the morning. Like I challenged myself that no matter what, this is the time in the morning from, let's say, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to create a video and create a blog post with it, no matter what, right? So like clockwork, 6 times per week, every day, is the consistency, right? And I knew that I'm going to get better. So what happened is people started to see my videos more and more, and they got inspired, and my videos improved, and then I started sharing more of the successes that I had and the results that I had, and it got even better and better. I started getting following, and then people started joining my business, because when I spoke to them, they already recognized me. They saw my videos. So it was much better. They already trusted me because they saw me and they got value from my videos. So they trusted me. And when I recommended them to have the system or to do this, they did it because they trusted me. They trusted my advice. So I became this trusted leader, the trusted advisor by doing those videos. And that's really what happened. And videos became my best friend. You know, that's what I keep challenging myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not there yet. I'm not like, hey, just shoot a video and I'm talking for an hour and then my first take. No, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting better, and that's the most important part. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better. It's not about perfection anyway. It's about your message. It's about the value that you provide. It's about who you are, being honest, authentic, being confident in your ability to communicate the message. That is the important part, and it comes from belief. It comes from faith. It comes from, you know, being able to really find something inside of you and amplify it from the inside, something that is that is very, very powerful. This powerful side of you that is connected to your vision, that is connected to your why, that is connected to the powerful you that you can become. And you know, one of the biggest and most important questions that people can ask in all personal development, Norbert.
Let's hear it.
Who must I become, and how can I immediately start living into this truth with my daily practices? Okay, so you want to ask yourself.
Repeat that for us. Repeat that for us again. That's important.
Who must I become, and how can I immediately start living into that truth with my daily practices? So if you need to become a leader, you know what? Don't wait until you get a result. Don't wait until something will fall from the sky from you. Don't wait. You need to act into that right now. You need to be more confident. Be more confident right now. Start talking more confident. Start gesturing more confidently, breathing and having, you know, talking like that, and just get into this role right now and step into that with your daily practices. This alone changed my life. You know, when I started doing that right away, I didn't wait until something happened. I just, you know what, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to step into this role of a leader right now. You know, yeah, that's a breakthrough.
I love that. And that's what I noticed in your videos. You know, you talk about them not being perfect, and you talk about, you know, how bad they were when you first got started. But it's not really about, and we've heard this before, it's not really about what you say, it's about how you say it. It's about how you communicate the message. It's about who you are being when you're communicating that message. And the thing that I noticed about your videos was you were just on fire. If you know, the confidence, the passion that was coming through the videos, it didn't really matter what you were saying. I don't even remember what the videos were about, but I remember how you were being, who you were being. And that was it. That's a perfect example of immediately making the decision, you know, what do I need to do? Who do I need to become right now? What can I do immediately in my habits to step into that truth? And, you know, you're a perfect example to that. You absolutely did it. Now, I got to ask you, because there's a lot of people that, you know, are in the situation that you were in before, where they're struggling right now. Maybe they're just getting started online. Maybe they've been online for a while and they're struggling. I want to hear your advice, Vitaly. What's the advice when you're on the phone with a new client, a new team member, and they're just getting started? What is the plan that you share for new marketers to get started, to get results? What's Vitaly's plan of action when you're getting started online?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great question. And what I tell people is that you need to start putting yourself out there, right? You need to start creating content. You need to start creating videos. But first of all, I make them clear. So they need to be clear on their vision. and where they're going. So what I tell them, the first thing you need to do is you need to bust your journal and you need to write down the exact vision of what's going to happen for you in the next 12 months, in the next 2 years, and write it in vivid details so you can feel it. So when you read it, you can actually imagine it and step into it right now. And it should be so clear. And then what I tell them, if you're really serious about accomplishing this vision, then you need to record yourself this vision that you just wrote with your own voice, with passion and enthusiasm and conviction and belief right now, and then listen to your vision every single morning. So this way, it's not just written down and you never look at it. You keep listening to yourself, your own voice, telling yourself about the vision that you just wrote. Keep reminding yourself about that. And it keeps people motivated like you wouldn't believe. Just this exercise alone is life-changing when somebody actually does that, because they get to envision and step into their vision every single day, right? Every single day, and listen to their own voice. They become powerful. So I tell them that it's a breakthrough. But in terms of marketing on the internet, people need to focus on building their list. Okay, it's very important. Your list is your prospects, your list of customers, the most important asset online. So you gotta be focusing on that. And how do you do that? Well, you need to have a capture page in place, which for somebody who gets started, to have a capture page and a giveaway, a lead magnet can be a challenging task. And I don't say to them, don't do it. Yeah.
That's why we use systems, right? I mean, there's great systems out there, MLSP being one of them, where you've got lead capture pages and lead magnets already done for you that you can get started with, right? So we make that makes it easy.
Yeah, that makes it easy, so they can start using that. They need to start branding themselves online with their blog. But the main thing I tell them is that no matter if your blog is not ready, start creating videos. Okay. Start creating videos, like go on a 90-day challenge and create videos for the next 90 days and see what happens to you in your business. See how much of a better communicator you're going to become. And when people challenge themselves to do that, they transform in 90 days, because they will figure out what it is that they're going to say. They must grow, because in order to deliver a message, they need to learn, they need to, invest in themselves and take the time. They will create breakthroughs in their mind, in their communication. And also a very important thing, when I first got started, I didn't talk to people. I was like, hey, I'm just going to be in the learning mode, and I didn't even know, that I need to talk to people. I thought that I'm going to create a funnel. Everybody was just going to buy from me, right away. But I realized, what, we're in a relationship business. And what I tell people is that no matter what you do, you do the videos, you do your growth, but make sure that you are connecting with at least 20 people every day. Okay. With at least 20 people every day. Now, it's not about like you're going to prospect hard and 20 people and hard sell them. It's not about that. It's about building the relationships and finding out, kind of sensing the market, what people are, what is kind of like, what people are about, what they're talking about, because this is a critical skill to be able to connect with people and talk to them. No matter where you are, what you do, what level of business you are, you need to learn the fundamental people skills of how to connect with people. So I tell people, you want to get fast results, you need to find somebody who is in pain right now, and you need to go and help them. And you can do it right now with the knowledge you have. And this is something that is a big breakthrough for people.
That's huge.
Because, you can find there's so many people who are hurting, so many people who are struggling, so many who are just starting out, much more than them. So what you can do is you can find this person. It's so easy to find them, and they're all over Facebook. Find a person, connect with them, and help them in some way. Help them right now in some way. And then you'll immediately gain somebody who will trust you because you'll help them in some way. And now you can, get on Skype or get on, ask them the right questions, and maybe they join your business or whatever. But you can go right now and connect with somebody and help them right now. So that's important.
That's powerful, man. You're sharing some really huge. I love this. You're sharing some really huge fundamental skills, right? fundamental skill you talked about is video marketing and communication, right? Being able to create videos and being a good communicator. Another fundamental skill you're talking about here is, is connecting with people, knowing how to network, develop relationships, and asking questions is another big fundamental skill. I want to ask you two questions here, and I think I know the answer to this, but I want to hear it from you. Right now, other than video, because we know that making videos is a big part of your business, but other than video, what is the one thing that's really working for you in your business to help you get results other than video?
Well, it's really learning how to talk to people. That's really my fundamental skill. I really learned how to the art and science of sponsoring people. I figured it out. I know now how to connect with people, how to get this compassion, empathy, how to ask the right question, how to build rapport, with people fast, how to develop this trust fast, how to position yourself as an authority, as a leader right away when you're talking to somebody, and finding the core desire of people and what they actually want. Because believe it, when people say, I want to make 10,000 a month, that's not really what they want. That's not after the money per se. What they want is they want to experience a different quality of life. They want to sense life differently. They want to get out of their jobs. They want to spend more time with their kids. They want to travel more. They want to, become somebody different, somebody better. That's what people are really after. And you got to connect with that why, with what people are really after, if you are really going to, sign somebody up, sponsor somebody, or, I'm not talking like you can help them in other ways, but if you're going to make sales, if you're going to sponsor people, you need to be able to find out, they need to tell you this. You need to find out their core desire. And then it's a matter of knowing how to close the sale. And there's a specific skill set of how you do that. I'm happy to share that if you want.
Yeah, well, I was just going to ask you, we don't have time to get into a huge long training on this. And I know that you could probably do a 1-hour webinar on this. We got to wrap this up pretty quick, but maybe just leave us here with some of the questions that you use in your conversations. Leave us with just a few tips, a few different questions, a few powerful questions that you ask in your conversations.
Yeah, well, it's basic, it's first of all, how long you've been in the industry, in the business, are you working full time or part time? What are you doing for a living? Do you have kids? Do you have family? What are your goals, right? What is it you want to accomplish? How much money you want to make per month that will make all the difference for you? Those are kind of the questions. And then, so if you're making right now $10,000 a month, tell me how your life is different, And then they begin to share with you and tell you really how their life is going to be different. And then, why it's important to you, why it is really important to you. And really find out and dig into to the reason why they're doing this. So when you connect like what they're doing for a living, their family, right? What they're doing for a living, what they're doing for fun, and what that's basically the fundamentals. Yeah. And when you know that, you are enough about them, and they feel like you care about them, and you do care about them, that there is enough connection there that you can actually move forward. But if you don't know those things, those fundamentals, what they do for a living, how long they've been in the industry, what their ultimate goals, what have been doing online, how they've been marketing, like fundamental things, being generally interested in them. If you don't know that, you cannot go and pitch your business, or it's not going to work.
Absolutely not. And I've been shocked because I've had phone calls from people prospecting me throughout the years, and I've been shocked how many times a person just jumps right into pitching me. They haven't even asked who I am or what I do, and it's funny because you kind of listen to them, and I'm kind of laughing at them because it's like, really? Like, you haven't even bothered to ask who I am and what my experience in this industry is? Like, you might want to know that before you start pitching me. But it's amazing. Most people don't do it. So when you are the person that takes the time to ask them questions about their life, it completely changes the dynamic, doesn't it? And then you can start to, I know for me, when I did this a lot, That's then once I knew more about them and their desires, then I'd find out their problems and challenges, right? Because you're talking about helping them. So next you find out their problems and challenges. Give us a few more questions that you ask during your conversation here. How does the conversation sort of progress?
Yes, so I find out more about them and their situation, their family, what their goals are, and their core desires, right? Yeah. And I know what they've been doing, if it's been working or not. What they've been doing that so far, right? And has been working for you. So I understand where they are standing in their business, and then from there, you need to basically give them. You need to give them enough logical reasons, like what it is that it's people buy on emotions, but they justify it with logic, right? So you need to give them enough logic, and you need to position yourself properly. You need to say, you know what, if I'm going to show you how you can do X, Y, and Z, right? How you can reach your goal so that you can reach your core desires, whatever that they've been telling me, are you going to listen to my advice, or you are going to just do whatever you want to do? Before we had this conversation, I want to find out how serious they are. Are you serious on a scale of 1 to 10? How serious you are about achieving your goals and dreams? Because I don't have time to waste. I have too many people that demand my time and attention. I cannot just spend it all for people who are not serious, right? Before everything that happens, you need to find out if they're open at all, to being coached. That's one of the questions that I ask. If I show you how you can do X, Y, and Z, are you open to be mentored? Are you open to be coached? If they're not, it's a waste of time. But if they are, then you kind of move them through this whole process, and then give them enough logical reasons and share them what they do. And if it's great, then you proceed with a call to action, and say, getting started is easy. Here is all the huge benefits to getting started. Here's the little tiny action step they need to do. Like little tiny, this is the next step. Very easy, simple, just fill out the form, just $7 to get started, whatever it is, the benefits are right there. The action is right here, very small.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And by the time you get to that point in the conversation, it should be a pretty easy close, because they've already watched your videos to begin with, right? You've already developed a bit of a relationship that way. You've established your authority. They've given you their email address, usually, right? Yep. Or you've connected with them and they're open to a conversation. So really, really powerful. Great tips. Okay, Vitaly, I'm excited for you in the premium online profit playbook session. I know you're going to open up your business and kind of walk us through the process that you take people, the sales funnel that you're using right now to generate leads and recruit people into your business, which I'm really excited for you to share, because you've been getting some amazing results. But let's wrap this interview up here. You've shared some incredible value already, some great tips. Let's just wrap it up, put a nice bow on it here. Leave us with the three key things that people need to know, or they need to take action on right now to take their business to the next level from today, from this point forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, you gotta get clear on your vision. So right now, bust out your journal, write down your vision, clarity, and record yourself with your own voice, with passion, enthusiasm, like it's your, put everything, your heart and soul into this, and then listen to your vision every single day. This thing will change your life. So this is the first action step. Do it. Okay. Don't procrastinate on this. Do it right now. Put in a nice green tea, get rid of the distractions, just get it done. Second is, you gotta be obsessed about your daily rituals and follow them. And one of the most important ones is your morning ritual. What you do first day in the morning, it's going to determine everything, how you're going to show up during the day, and those days will turn into weeks and months. So it's critical, it's so super critical that you nail your morning ritual and keep yourself really in a great mental space, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, to get to crush it in the day. So specifically what you should do real quick, you get up, you drink lots of water, you walk outside, you listen to your vision. Okay. So that takes, 5-10 minutes. After that, you close your eyes, you visualize. Okay, you visualize your future, step into your future right away and get it like you feel it, like it's happening right now. Then you get grateful. You get grateful for everything you have in your life, and you'll get grateful for all the future that unfolds for you. Okay, and you also visualize the action steps that you're going to take during the day. So it's not just visualizing the future, it's also visualizing today, like what you're going to do today, right? And then you can listen to some personal development, whatever it is, to grow your mindset, and then you write down and you plan. All right, so what specifically should happen today? Like the 3 most important things that I should take to get my business moving forward, and start by doing the hardest one. The hardest first. So after you're done with all of that, you got into a great space, and then you just tackle the most difficult, the most important thing on this plate and get it done. I tell people that you should be after 6 hours of waking up, you should get done with the most important things on your plate during the day. 6 hours from waking up. So that's important. You nailed your morning ritual and your habits, and you don't deviate from them. Okay. And the third one I would say is get obsessed about removing all of the distractions from your life. Okay. So it's like all of the negative people around, limit association with them, start associating yourself with positive people. Get rid of all the trash, magazines, TV, cut off your cable, get rid of all this stuff, and focus on your growth and personal development, on connecting with the leaders of learning stuff that are actually going to take you closer to your goals. So get focused, really get focused, get on a mental diet, get rid of all the distractions. There are so many of them, and just focus on a few things that you need to accomplish during the day, and then do it every single day. That's the key. The consistency, right? It's not one day, it's doing it every single day. And I always tell people, it's not how fast you're advancing, it's how you're showing up today. Because the reality of how fast you're advancing is going to take care of itself if every single day you wake up and you show up to your business as your highest self, and you're ready to crush. If you do it every single day, things will just happen for you. It's just by default, because you're being in a great space. And if you also develop a service mindset, man, you're going to get out there just with the intention to serve people. You're going to rock.
Vitaly on fire Dubinin. I love it. Thank you so much. Excellent advice, amazing wisdom. Thank you for sharing your experience, your story, what's working for you in your business right now. This has been hugely inspirational. I know this is going to touch a lot of people's lives. Let's get this out there to as many people as possible, because I know that just by listening to you, you shared some very specific things that people can do here. Those 3 things are key. And there are things that people can do right now when they get off this interview, when they stop this call, they can start to apply these things. You can start to apply these things in your business right away. And as far as marketing is concerned, well, you're going to reveal to us your step-by-step process as well in the playbook. So literally right now, if you're listening, you've got everything you need to create a breakthrough in your life in 2016. Just like Vitaly says, though, you've got to take action and you've got to make it consistent, and the results will show up for yourself. Just have the trust and the belief and the faith and the passion for your vision. Vitaly.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much again for being here. And and again, I wish you incredible success in 2016. I'm really looking forward to see what you're going to achieve in the new year.
Thank you, Norbert. I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited for everybody who is going to take action on what I just shared in this interview.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll leave some links down below to get in contact with Vitaly, to check out his daily show. I definitely recommend that. If you want to be inspired, if you just want to see what Vitaly's doing in his business, definitely check out his daily episodes. They're extremely powerful. Vitaly, thank you again. Thanks everyone for watching this episode. Make sure to share with your friends, with your contacts. Let's get this information out there. It's completely free, this podcast, so get it out there. It's going to help a lot of people. And we will see you next week on another edition of the Online Playmaker Sessions. Everybody take care.
I hope you enjoyed this week's Playmaker session. If you love the session, subscribe now to our YouTube channel so you never miss our weekly episodes. Be sure to also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just type in Online Playmakers in the search bar and click subscribe, and be sure to leave a 5-star review. All of the episodes, show notes, transcripts, resources, and bonuses are available on the blog over at onlineprofitplaybook.com, along with several bonus free tutorials I've created for you as well. Your fast track to results is to follow the Playmakers. You can download their closely guarded playbooks and follow them step by step to grow your influence, build your audience, and create results in your business right now. Head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers to get full access today. Thank you again for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week as we bring you another power-packed session with the top Playmakers online. This is Norbert Orlewicz signing off.